Hi, this is me from editing. I just wanted to pop in and say that this video could be confusing if you haven't watched at least some of the SMC playlist. The link is in the description. I just wanted to say that before you watch because it might be confusing. Enjoy. Hello, this is a new thing I'm doing. It's basically something where I just talk to myself about random subjects. And if you're the type of person that, gives a shit about what I think or what I say or things I'm interested in, then this is for you. But if you're one of those people that just don't really care about what I have to say, then you don't have to watch this. You don't even have to leave a comment. You just, say nothing because just unnecessary criticism, just like, oh, I don't give a fuck about what you have to say. I don't want that. So I'm just going to be straight up about that. If I see comments like that, I will delete them. But for those who give a shit about what I think or what I have to say, this is for you, I guess. And you can listen to this on your own time, or you can just, listen to this while in a car, or, just in the waiting room. Just generally anywhere, if you just want to listen to me talk about things. What we're going to be talking about today is essentially just the SMC community. I'm not going to be talking about SMC as a whole because what is there to say about it? But what there is to say about it is the general community. Now, the community, as of right now, kind of splits up into separate sections because of different servers and all that shit. But right now, we're just going to be talking about, I guess, the type of people that are in it. I'm not going to be naming any names unless they're people I'm friends with and know will be okay with me naming names. But let's start off with something easy and something I 100% agree with. Dubby. Dubby is a newcomer, I guess, to the whole community thing. She's been here for 2 years, I think. I think it's been 2 years. I wouldn't really classify her as an SMC commune person, more like a commune person. But, she popped up during SMC porn. I said porn on accident, sorry. On Mordet's SMC, so I'm just gonna kind of counter. She kind of just came out of nowhere and just evolved into the fucking tiers. You know how the military have stages or tiers of how fucking manly you are. W just kind of went from 1, which is just the virgin, to fucking 11, which is the I own your server, give me your money type of bitch, So, yeah, she just kind of came out of nowhere and just asserted herself, and it worked. I'm not sure how she did it, because it took me 6 fucking years to get to where I got, status-wise, and she just came out of nowhere and just said, hi, I exist now, give me your loot, So, I guess that's that. Someone else that I know a lot about. Let's see. Josh himself. I think people give Josh way too much fucking shit. Let's put yourself in his shoes, really. If you were to do something for, how long has Josh been doing this? A whole SMC thing. He's been doing this for around 12, 11 years now, where the entire base of his fucking online knowledge about him is the fact that he gets inside of Spider-Man suits and plays Minecraft. Would you want to be known like that when you're a wife? Wait, not when you're a wife. When you have a wife and you're married and you want a job, what are you going to do when you go to a job interview and then people look you up and and they see what your background is and they just see you in a Spider-Man suit playing Minecraft, appealing to children? You wouldn't want that to be your legacy, would it? So, I don't give him so much shit people say, Josh doesn't care, what the fuck, I hate him, Not that specifically, but they give off that vibe. That's very undeserved. Because I see it. I played Minecraft for 6 years and I'm already fucking tired of it. Imagine doing what he did, but for 11 or 12 or 9 years, however long he did it. It's just sad. He's trying to make a name for himself that isn't Minecraft or Spider-Man related by being a game dev. And I say he's doing a fucking A job, and I'm so proud of him for doing that. He has to provide for his wife and shit like that, right? So he can't just put money into shit like a fucking Minecraft server. Okay, it's fucking ridiculous when you really think about it. It makes no sense. Like, you can't say it makes sense. So before saying, oh, Josh doesn't give a shit, blah, 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 or giving shit on Josh, he has a reason. I completely agree with it. I wouldn't want to do what he does for however fucking long he did it. And just that be the only thing you're known for. I think that humans in general want to be known for something good. They want to be known for something that they're proud of. And I don't think Josh is particularly proud of Spider-Man plays Minecraft. I mean, it's not that he doesn't like it. He's not proud. He doesn't want that to be his entire legacy. The fact he's done it for as long as he has is fucking incredible. But, people get tired of it, So let's see. What's another person I could talk about? Let's see. I don't want to talk about myself. That's just fucking kind of weird. Who's someone else I can talk about? Davey the Hacker. That's going to be a fun one. So, I'm pretty sure everyone knows about this by now, but Davey the Hacker was essentially some sort of inside job. And it was basically, from what I know, this could be totally bullshit. I made a video about this, actually. I'll put the link in the description. And I'm pretty sure I'm the first one that caught on. No, that's a fucking lie. I'm probably not the first one that caught on to what it is. But, whatever. So, David the Hacker was just an inside job by staff to just, I don't know, fuck with us? I guess that's the best way I can put it. It was basically just something to fuck with us. And, people took, shifts of, when they were going to be Davey. I'm going to be Davey this day, and then you can be Davey that day. And I think the same is with Malcolm. Infamous Spy MC hackers, they're all the same fucking person. And Force Op, all that shit, that's all fake. That's just them having op, actual op. And just, and all the shit that they did was mostly repaired in the end. So we probably should have seen this earlier. But, we didn't. And, I'm for a couple of days now, I've been, thinking about why they would do this. And I think it's just been to spice up the server. And I think that's what a lot of the Spidey MC servers right now are missing out on. They're just servers. There's nothing to spice them up. And now, when I say spice up, I don't mean just fucking troll your player base away. There's a certain way to do it that Josh did that you can improve on. What he did, while engaging, was really fucking annoying after a while. So you can't do the same thing that you did every day that you were online to the player base. Eventually it's going to get predictable and it's going to get annoying. So you have to just make the server engaging without making it annoying. I think that's the best advice I can give to Dragon and Stasis and Honeybun or whatever. Anyways, what's something else I'm going to talk about? I think that's all that can be said about the community for now. Sorry if I didn't mention you and you wanted to be mentioned, but, what can I say? I'm not going off of a script here, I'm just literally talking to myself. So if you're mad or sad or whatever, then I'm sorry. Let's talk about SMC News. It's gonna be a fun one. So, how SMC News actually started was, Hypixel had something called Hypixel Alert, and I was like, and little 13-year-old brain, me was like, and they saw that, and it was like, I'm gonna do that. So what I did was I basically, made a little hut in my little base that I had, and I basically just no, I wasn't even in a base. I was I was on top of the Spidey head. I didn't have a script at that time. That's the only SMC News that's never had a script before, in my knowledge. So it was kind of the start of what this was, but instead of just like talking to myself, I just like read off what kind of happened, but I had no script. I remember like saying in the background to Tom, it's like, hey, what else was there? You know, like what else what was the thing? You know, and it was just very awkward. And I'm surprised it took off as well as it did. Actually, I don't think it even took off. People just like, they acted like they liked it for the fucking meme. And people like, I know not gonna say names, but Toxic, I don't think he got it. Or Kitty. They weren't really in on the joke, or they didn't really play onto it like everyone else did. So, you know, whatever. But SMC News was just kind of this fucking inside joke in the community. But it actually started really pissing me off because, like, nothing happened on the server newsworthy. And at some point, Stiak literally told me to, like, make a fucking, like, a weather section where, because, like, the server was really laggy at the time, so, Stiak told me, hey, why don't you just, like, make a fucking weather alert? And it's just, like, you know how weather forecasts work on the news, right? Well, basically, Stiak told me, just do that, but how much lag there is, and the expected lag, you know? And I was like, oh my god, that's such a good idea, but on the inside, I was like, that's fucking stupid, you know? So, I considered it, but, you know, I didn't really end up doing it. Let's see, what's another inside joke of the SMC community? Because there was a lot of them, but I don't really know any that I can name off my head. Oh, let me get to something straight right now. This video is the last I want to hear of SMC ever. Like, I am totally done with it. Like, I'm okay with, like, answering questions or, like, you know, talking about, but I don't want to be a part of, like, SMC remakes as of right now, because I have a lot of shit going on in my little head of mine, you know. So I don't know if it would be best for me to get involved with SMC remakes or just general Minecraft servers. So yeah, anyway, so let's see, what's another funny thing? Oh yeah. Let's talk about the time that I cheated on SMC. That's right. No one's ever fucking heard this. I've tried talking about it, but no one really seemed to care, so I'm gonna talk about it here. So after like I don't know what it was. I think it was it was the 1 year anniversary of Spidey MC on 2.0, and you would get a kit, and it was literally just called I don't know if there was anything else accompanied by the kit, but one of the items was the Blade of Woe, which was a wooden sword with enchants on it and a pink name. Now, this was at the time where I think SMC had like a hub world. So, you know, it was really fucking big hub world. Like, it was like high pixel levels of how fucking huge the hub world was. And I accidentally figured out a dupe glitch. And what it was essentially, I have a Blade of Woe in my inventory, took it out, put it in my ender chest, put it back in my inventory, go to the PvP world, die, go to survival, and then the Blade of Woe would have duplicated. How? I don't know. And I made about 7 until I felt really guilty, and I started beating myself up about it. And I was like, oh my god, I'm such a horrible person. I can't believe I've done this, you know. So, what I ended up doing was, I don't know what I did with the 7 duplicated Blade of Woes, but I think I, like, gave them the way up to people who weren't able to get the kit. So, you know, I guess something good came out of it. Another time that I cheated was, let's think. I X-rayed. Yeah, I 100% X-rayed. No one caught me, by the way. I literally got off scot-free. Did I say 3? Yeah, I got off totally fine. No one caught me. What happened was I literally just started X-raying. And I'm honestly surprised that no one caught on. What? Yeah, that's right. I'm not a clean slate. I'm not a clean slate when it comes to the SMC. But I didn't x-ray how you thought, though. So I guess technically I'm in a clean slate. I would have gotten the diamonds anyway. What I did was I strip mined, but I didn't change my course or anything. It was just a case of me wanting to know, all right, when's the next diamond's going to come up? And am I going to be able to get them? It wasn't malicious or anything. It was just me being impatient and wanting to know, hey, are there diamonds here? So, that's kind of what it was. Oh, the cheating on SMC, that reminds me. I think Josh made like a spin-off server, and it was on hardcore mode or something like that. And there were no rules. Like, you could hack, you could exploit, you could swear, which wasn't allowed at the time. You could say literally fucking anything and get away with it. And I wanted to join so badly, but the problem was I was at a hotel like fucking miles away from my house. And I don't know what I was doing at the time. I can't remember. But, I really wanted to join, but I heard it got taken down around 5 days. So yeah, that's what happened in that that's what happened in that regard. So alright, what's another thing I could talk about? Let's see. I guess I could talk about the negatives, which I don't particularly like to do, but I won't do the two negative things, like the really bad things like mental health, stuff like that. I'm not going to talk about that. It's been mentioned thousands of times over. You don't want to hear that. I think one of the negative things is just how many times SMC died and came back. And this affected both Josh and us. The first time, we were sad, but honestly, we could have gotten over it. And then Josh brought it back, took it down, brought it back, took it down, brought it back, took it down. And it just got really fucking annoying. And I think why was because we got equally sad every single time. And, being that sad about something repeatedly isn't good for you. And I think that's what contributed to people not only disliking Josh, but just disliking SMC as a whole. Because I don't want to go through a breakup again, but I still like SMC. And, it's just, it's like this hope for something that's perfect that you'll never reach, but you'll try to reach it anyway. And that's sort of the deal with all the SMC remakes and such. And finally, HiroShare is one of the servers that Along Kim Josh has no affiliation with whatsoever. And, that's just really cool. But what I really want, personally, as someone who is very entwined with the lore and the backstory of SMC and stuff like that, I want a Minecraft server. Right? And it's not a survival server. It's essentially a museum. A museum of SMC clans, people, items that was on SMC. I think that'd be a cool idea. And it would help people that are unfamiliar with SMC. Like, this could be on HiroShare or something. Like, I would go there and help build that. I would literally go and help build that. But, yeah, that's something I want to see. I remember doing it once, but it never really took off that well. And I think having a permanent landmark on HiroShare, as well as the SMC playlist, would help people get introduced to SMC and its past so that they understand the people on HiroShare more. Let's see. I think that's everything that there is to talk about SMC for me. This is kind of the start of a new series, maybe, if you care about what I have to say at all, obviously. If you don't, that's okay. Just don't say anything. And if you do, then leave a comment and tell me what you think about what I have to say and, all that stuff. But, this is just, something for me to do in quarantine. That isn't cry myself to sleep every night. And waiting for friends to wake up. So, yeah, I guess that's it. Goodbye.